Good day, everyone. Time now for Weather News Today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Thanks so much for stopping by. As everyone knows, last thing I put up before I got off of the internet yesterday was the weather alert for the tornadoes. Well, here we go. There were 21 tornadoes over the past 48 hours. And it didn't even take 48 hours, folks. All of these were yesterday evening, Tuesday, as you can see. And this is 21. This is all of them that happened. Now, most of them happened around Kansas. There was one reported in Oklahoma. We did have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in Nebraska, it looks like. Maybe 5. 5 in Nebraska. 1 in Oklahoma. All the rest were in Kansas yesterday, as you can see. I wanted to point this out to you how fast these things develop. When I put a warning out or a weather alert, in other words, for tornadoes, don't mess with it, people. And you can see the time bracket, okay? They started around 4:37 yesterday afternoon. Of course, this is Central Daylight Time, and they went right on through until 9:18 last evening. So, with that all said and done, please, whenever I put up a weather alert about tornadoes with all of that energy that was in it, when there's that many warnings and alerts and watches out, please pay attention. I will keep my eye on this today. Now, as we take a look at the NAM map, this is what the weather should be for the next 60 hours or 2.5 days. I want you to take note, once I start this, how these storms, they're moving northward, folks. They're moving northward to northeastward. So let's check it all out. Okay, here we go. You can see the time. You can see the days right up here. And of course, this is Tropical Tidbits. I want to thank those guys over there for putting this out. As you can see, they are moving northeastward. Here's a heavy band right here. We'll click it on through. We won't spend a lot of time, but I want you guys to understand how fast. See how fast these storms are building? This is Nebraska, goes over into Missouri, goes up to Iowa, and of course they're starting down here in Texas. And as I clicked this through last night and the weather in general that I talked about, see this energy coming up from the Gulf, and it's mixing in with the energy coming out of the west. I talked about that, if you recall. This is why these storms are building like this. Now, by tomorrow, around 9 a.m., look at that. We've got these heavy thunderstorms all the way down from Texas, all the way up to parts of Michigan. So please, I mean, it's just going all the way down here. Be aware of this. I can't stress it enough. We're going to run it on through. And the snow that you see out west that's moving across, that's mostly for the higher elevation areas. Okay, they all get together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows. I pointed this out last night. Also, this string of storms here finally got enough energy combined to form a low. And of course, it's up around Illinois and Iowa and Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to get some of these storms also as it moves through. See how it blows up in Wisconsin there, moving on across? And you can see how some of it is going into Michigan all the way over to New York. So guys, please, please be aware of what's going on. That's what the NAM forecast is looking like. Now, if you're traveling today, and for all of the truck driver friends I have out there, please be aware we have severe weather probably. These thunderstorms are going to fire back up again today, and we have a chance of some more tornado activity breaking out along with the severe thunder showers. And this will be all the way from the tip of Wisconsin all the way through most of Iowa, big parts of Missouri, as you can see, Kansas, right smack down the middle of Oklahoma all the way down to Texas. So please, please keep this in mind if you're traveling in these areas. Also over in Arizona and parts of Wyoming and Colorado where you see the white, that's snow. Once again, this is mainly for the very high elevations. The severe risk, once again, where the orange is, that's moderate, almost to high, is from Oklahoma up into a little bit of southern Iowa. Just about the same areas as it was last night, except the system's moved a little further to the east, just a tad. So we do still have this slight risk where the yellow is, but please, if you're in this area, be aware of what's going on around you today. And before I get out of here this morning, one of my subscribers wrote me and told me that, their air was not healthy. I know this, I appreciate this, and I don't want you to panic though. If you remember the video that I made a few days ago, I told you the high pressure that was going off the coast is trapping all of the nasty stuff, especially up in this area, okay? Where you see the orange, that is where it's trapped. And what it means is there's too many particulates in the air, okay? If it got above the orange, I know it's unhealthy now. If you have breathing problems at all, I would suggest that you wear a mask if you go outside. And if you are, allergic to anything at all, please wear a mask when you go outside if you live in these orange areas right up in here. It could get a lot worse, but soon as this gets moved out, we get these lows and the rain coming through, it should clear up. So on that note, please, if it's your first time visiting, click subscribe, click the bell to make sure you get all the latest in the weather news, forecast, and alerts as they happen, as best and as fast as I can get them to you. Thank you so much for watching. Much peace, love, and kindness to all.